What up, nuts?
What's up, nuts?
Here we are. This is actually episode 69.
Oh, shit. You know what we got to talk about then?
Buttholes.
Buttholes and puss holes and penis holes,
Oh,
mouth holes.
okay.
Okay. Abscesses.
Okay, there it is.
Okay.
Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.
and Sean.
We are a couple of nuts talking.
Know what our audience likes,
Yeah.
and when we look back, our greatest numbers are when we talk about butt stuff.
It's so true. All our episodes are up on YouTube now, and the one about buttholes.
500 times.
Well,
Yeah.
when we first started this thing, it was kind of a theme. We either talked about farts or buttholes at some point throughout
each episode. So we need to write it in the description that we're doing it every time. They don't understand our obsession with it.
So, what better way to pay tribute to that than dedicating an entire episode to buttholes?
You know what's weird, though, is 69 has nothing to do with buttholes.
It sure can, though.
It can.
It definitely can.
No, I know it can, but it's not, the emphasis. The emphasis is on the other side.
Hey, when he's 69, my nose goes in your butthole.
That's true. Same, I guess.
No.
No, mine stays on. No, because you got the balls that.
The balls on the dick go away from the body.
Yeah.
But yours is inside the body.
Yeah.
Really quick, we just got into a pretty heated it's funny that we're just shifting right to buttholes, but we got into a pretty heated little argument. Fight. No, that was a fight.
You were fighting.
It was a full-blown fight we just got into. So
I would like to mark, though, before you move forward, that you were in a fight.
I was.
And I was not.
I was.
Yeah.
I felt
cheated.
I felt cheated. I felt betrayed. I felt.
When they find out what this is about, it's going to be comical.
I was seriously heated for
you were
at
calling
least
me selfish.
Selfish.
And
I said it's a bitch thing to do.
It's a bitch thing to do.
I really felt anger for a good 5 minutes. It was.
Honey,
it was
no.
anger.
I'm going to tell you exactly.
It's about 5 minutes.
Okay. Let's see when I got the email.
No. Yeah, because that's when it started, I guess.
It is 10:21. I got the email at 9:39.
No way.
Yes, honey.
Whoa. Fights
Nope.
make time go by fast.
No, that was not fast for me.
Oh
that
my
was a
God.
very long time.
I can't believe that.
Wow.
Shame on you. Okay, so what had happened?
Basically, he's going on a trip. I don't like to sleep by myself in the house because I don't feel safe. It's just my thing. And I booked myself a trip somewhere else.
Okay.
And he lost his mind.
So this trip that I'm going on, and this has already happened now because this is later. This podcast, I'm going on what's something called. So I'm sober most of the time. Physically sober all the time is what I mean. Emotionally sober most of the time.
Like today, not.
That's what I'm trying to.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just adding.
So, being sober, I attend these things called AA meetings. It's an anonymous program or whatever. You guys will probably already know
yourself.
that. I can out myself. I'm a member of Alcoholics Anonymous. So I go to these meetings, and a buddy of mine, fellow trudging bud who's sober, I think,
I'm a proud member of Al-Anon.
invited me to go to something what's called an AA retreat. And it's where you go, and there's meetings all day, and it's a bunch of sober people, and there's little buffets, and there's workshops.
And lots of communing, lots of
community.
Community and fellowship.
All that. And I've never been to one, so I'm really excited, and I'll report back on it after it happens. But it's in Vegas.
It's in Vegas. Okay, at a beautiful hotel.
Not a beautiful hotel. It's an old stank-ass hotel off the strip. Off the strip, I'm sure. I've never even heard of this place. The Tuscany.
I'm telling you, I have.
Casino. And I'm going there to do workshops and work on my program. And it's like a self-help retreat type thing where it's work. It's work. Okay, it's not like a vacation getaway. And Bethany, immediately
Hold
when
on,
I told
I'd like to pause. if you remember him when he's describing the event, he said it's going to be fun. It's going to be, he's looking forward to it. He's going to be socializing a lot. He has buffets and workshop, and he said it in such a great, fun way. So just let's not lose that.
Right.
Okay?
But it's work nonetheless.
It's work. It's not work because you want to do it.
It's still working on myself.
It is working on yourself.
So that is
correct.
work, honey. You got me all stuffed up now.
I got you nothing.
You got me all stuffed up. And so I'm going to do that. And immediately when I was invited, Bethany was like, oh, great. I'll book myself a suite out there in Vegas. Right out the gate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right out the gate. She's, okay, so I'm going to a
I still don't
retreat
know what's wrong.
workshop type thing with another dude, and we'll be cramped in a room together, and we're doing all this
His
stuff.
decision.
And then she says right out the gate, oh, I'm going to book myself a suite out there. And that's something that we do together. We go to suites, we go to casinos, we go places like that to have fun with each other. And right out the gate, she just wants to do that, thinking that it's going to be, I'm going to be okay, that you're in the same city as me while I'm trying to do this other thing while you're there. That doesn't even make any sense.
I don't understand how this doesn't make sense. I was like, I don't care. I totally, by the way.
And the fact that you would want to do
hold on,
that
hold
without
on.
me is
Let's-
really
let's
hurts my
clarify
feelings
to
too.
the-
The fact that you want to do something like that hurts
Let's
my
clarify
feelings.
this up top because I know what people are thinking, and let's really clarify. Sean and I trust each other implicitly.
I don't think she's going to cheat or anything. This has nothing to do with being
No. And same
infidelity.
with him. Like when I say I'm going to book a suite out there, I'm not going to talk to him at all. Unless he calls me. I'm not going to try and see him. I don't care. Like, I'm excited for him to do this. But I also want a vacation.
No.
And
See,
I'm
that's
going
where
to
you're
enjoy
wrong.
myself.
This isn't a vacation.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it is.
It's workshops. It's workshops.
So, continue.
I don't even know what happened anymore.
Yeah,
She
because it
wants
doesn't
to,
make
It's all a
sense.
blur to me now. She wants to book a room, so you know she is like, ugh, and I'm saying, please don't. Like, please don't. I'll be focusing on wanting to go be with you and hang out with you while I'm at this thing. That's my problem. That is my problem. But I'm telling you what
it's
it
also
is.
adorable, and that's why I shifted, and I said, "Oh, okay, because it's because I'm in Vegas, so I'll just."
First of all, you
book a
never
trip.
shifted. You said you were booking a suite up until last night when you actually booked the suite for yourself.
No, I meant I shifted from Vegas.
Yeah, but you still were joking about Vegas.
I was joking.
Yeah,
with
so
you
you
but-
never shifted.
No,
You
but I was
never
joking. But I
shifted.
knew in my head I wasn't going. I don't want to drive.
I didn't know.
I don't want to drive.
I still was like,
You
is
get
she
to
really
fly.
going to do this? I was like, she can't be serious.
I'm totally serious, but I didn't want to drive.
And then we're
4
sitting
hours.
here about to fire up the podcast, episode 69.
Which is going to be, by the way, the whole episode. We're going to have to do 70 butthole stuff.
Yeah. No, we'll get to buttholes because we're just about done with this.
I don't know about that.
She gets an email from her
Host.
casino host, which is a person who hooks you up with stuff when you go to casinos. And she booked herself a suite. And she got herself a nice suite out at a casino.
It's got a hot tub in it, and because that's what I love. I love taking the baths and just sitting there and soaking.
I love all of
I
those
got
things
a
too.
balcony.
See, I don't have that.
Right, but I really want you to understand that you made these choices. No one threatened you. No one made you do this. You wanted to do this. You wanted to go on this trip, which
Yeah.
is great.
Because I want to be a better me
I know. So
for you.
none of this is bad.
You going on a nice little getaway by yourself is not you being a better you
Yeah,
for,
it is.
for me.
But why do I have to be a better me for you?
Because I'm going to be a better me for you. Is it?
No, you're not. I
Is
hope
it?
not.
That's what I just said.
I mean,
Oh, you're a big
I
part
know.
of it, honey. We're married.
Oh no, I know.
We're married.
I know I make you better by just being me. But I'm saying
When you do this type of stuff, it doesn't make me better.
I think it does, because look at you learning right now. Because I saw you have a little evolution of self.
Maybe it's the nicotine patch mixed with the coffee too. But there's whatever. There's been times where I want to go do something and you say no, and I say okay. Just that should be known too to all our friends out there.
That's not true. Because then when you really want to go, and I'm like, I don't want to go, you will make me go with you.
Right. There you go. Exactly.
So
We go together.
you're not hearing yourself though, honey.
You're not hearing yourself, honey. And I forgive you. And
My point is you.
I hope you win big
my
money.
point is no one had a hand up your ass, but Oh, we are talking about butt.
See?
No, and moved your mouth and said, yes, I want to go do this retreat. And in fact, I said because I was like, go, yeah, that sounds great. You're going to have fun. That's great. And then I was like, but also know that right before you go, you're not going to want to go.
Yeah.
It is literally the way you are. You either get sick or you declare like complete bankruptcy on all positive thought.
Yeah.
On the decisions that you make.
Because I just
And
want
then
to be
they're
left alone.
thwarted back
I just
at
want to be
me.
left alone.
Okay, well,
I just want to be left alone. That's all I want.
you know what's funny? You want to be left alone with me.
With you.
I know, it's adorable and I love it.
And that's what it's contrary action. And that's why I was like, sure, I'll go to this thing. Because it's literally something I would never want to do. I would never want to be stuck with a bunch of people that I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I'm
we all
proud
have
of
the
you.
same primary purpose, which is why it's like, cool, I'm going to go do this. It's just not what I like to do. Like AA meetings, I like to go to for the most part, which is good. And when I don't want to go that's when I know I need to go. So that's why I'm going to do this as well. Although I am looking forward to the whole retreat aspect of it. It's really just the fact that you're going without me, and you're going to stay in a lovely one-bedroom suite, which I've stayed in before too, and I know how nice it is, and I love that bathtub, and there's beautiful mountains all around, and it's very serene. And there's steak dinner,
You
Hell's
just don't
Kitchen
like,
there.
because you called me selfish and you called me all these things.
I did.
It was just because you didn't get to do it.
I guess that was me being selfish.
Yes, correct.
Huh. How about that? Look at me go. My program in action. That's my program in action.
Oh, my God.
God,
And I
I'm
had an
amazing.
hour and 10 minutes
I am so
of
accountable.
getting yelled at by you.
And I said I apologize for that.
By the
And
way,
I'm saying that was selfish of me.
by the way, tell our friends how I reacted to all of your anger.
You threw something at
That's
me,
not
and
true.
no, you sat there, and you looked like you were in shock more than anything.
I couldn't believe my
You
ears.
look like you're in shock.
I was like, what is happening right now? I don't understand this. I didn't ask him to solve my problems.
Guys, I lost my shit. I was fucking ranting and raving, sitting in this
Calling me
desk
names.
chair. I wasn't calling you
Yeah, you
names.
did. You said I was selfish, and you said
I said it was
I
so.
don't
I wasn't
think- I
saying
wasn't
you are
thinking
so.
about-
I wasn't saying you are. I was saying this is so fucking
no.
selfish.
You said I was selfish, and you said that
I
I'm
said
only
it's
thinking about
selfish.
myself. When, by the
I
way,
never said that.
Yeah, you did.
Those words never came out of my mouth.
Oh my gosh, Sean! This is why I said I wanted you to record it.
I wish we did.
I-
I started to, but you were vibing with it, so I did hit
No.
record at the very beginning
You
of the
didn't hit-
argument.
No, you didn't hit record when I said to hit record. You hit record later on when you decided you wanted to start the podcast because you were being a stinker.
Welcome to our lives, nuts. This is just you sitting in the room with us having a conversation with each other every time.
Every time we plan things, we want to talk about buttholes. Nope. You feel better, babe?
I do, because
Good.
I'm so accountable. I do. God works in mysterious ways. That's a saying, classic saying. God works in mysterious ways. And I took my own will back there for a little bit.
Not a little bit, an hour and 10 minutes.
It wasn't
And
an
actually
hour and
still-
10 minutes.
I already gave you the timeline.
You got the email at 9:21. So you got the email, and then
9:39.
I didn't react immediately.
Yes, you
I was
did.
like, "Are you?"
No.
No, hold on.
Oh,
It wasn't
you have
right-
zero recollection.
It wasn't right out the gate.
Honey,
It was a couple minutes for me to process, and then the anger started to boil. I'm
You-
saying a
it
couple
was like
minutes
this.
afterwards.
No, you're wrong. You also thought that the whole argument was 4 minutes, and it wasn't.
That's crazy. I
You-
swear to God,
I
it was.
go like this. I go, I got an email back from my host. I booked a suite, and then Guar stood up.
You guys ever had an argument where it just feels like it's a couple minutes, but it turns out it was an hour long? That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
It did not feel like that for me. It felt like 4 hours to me.
Really?
Honey, because I'm just getting the butt of your shit. Yeah. And I don't activate
No, you don't.
because your shit isn't my shit.
It's not. I gotta say that you're not activating, because normally something like that I would stew on forever, and I would silent scorn, and I'd be a little immature, a little bitch
We
boy.
still were all those things.
I am those things, but I'm just saying normally this type of thing, me being my ego and selfishness, I would never admit it
Mm-hmm.
like I am. and I would drag it out for
Well,
hours.
You're
And I would
admitting
make
it
sure.
now, but during the fight, you were throwing it at me,
Right,
telling me
right.
that I was.
I've already been accountable, okay? And I would let it drag out for hours, maybe even days, where I
Oh,
would
yeah.
just be pouting around. I'd be miserable. You wouldn't care. I would be the one dragging my feet around, or just whoever it is.
No, because what happens in those moments, and it's not like you do it maliciously. And by the way, people just do it. This is the way people work.
I'm very
Is
immature.
Yes, you are. Is you take a shit in a box and you write my name on it, and it's not my shit, it's your shit. And you keep trying to hand me this box that may look pretty on the outside with my name on it. You keep trying to make me take it, and I'm not going to take it because I know it's your shit and it smells and it's terrible and I don't want it.
Yeah.
And if I don't take it, guess who has to? You.
Yeah.
And you take your shit back, and then you live with your shit
Yeah.
because it's not mine.
I also get over stuff really easy, which is great. You don't. You do, but sometimes you don't. But I'm glad you did this time.
Is that another thing that you're trying? Because what do you mean I don't get over things quickly? I didn't even have to get over it. I didn't have anything. What are you talking about?
I guess you did. I guess you did. I guess that
Like,
was
what
all.
are you talking
I guess
about?
that was all. But the reason, well, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, now the voice goes up.
It doesn't even matter. The main reason why I was upset is because of the double standard of it all. Where I'm not allowed to go do stuff, but you can do whatever. And ultimately,
hold on.
But I want
No,
you.
no,
But I'm not
no.
done yet with my thought. I'm
Hold
not done
on.
with my thought.
I know, but
I'm not
because
done
your
with my thought
thought
yet.
is faulted.
No, it's not.
Let me
Don't
tell
you
you
tell
why.
me what my thought is. Don't you tell me what my thought is.
But you just said I don't allow you to go do things by yourself. You realize the crux of this, the very beginning, the seed of what you're talking about.
I'm not saying
was
things.
you going to Vegas with your guy.
I'm not saying things.
With one of your good guy friends.
There's been times where I've tried to
and
go
I
to the.
said yes, go.
There's been times where I try to go to the casino to get us because we get free presents and stuff. So we get like Visa gift cards for a couple $100. I'm like, I'm gonna go grab that today. You will not allow me to go get it by myself.
Okay,
ever.
and here we go. Do
Ever.
you want to know why? Because I'm just sitting at home with you.
No, you could be at home working on something.
But I'm not working
Before
on
it was you were
something.
working on your script. So it's like, I'm going to get out of your hair. I'm going to go get this shit. Well, if you're going to go, I'm going to go. So you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, and I need you to understand that I'm at home with you doing nothing. Or whatever I'm doing, I can take a break. You, in this instance, is not the same.
Unreal.
You're
Unreal.
You're gone. I'm just sitting here. I get to do whatever I want. Like, especially because it's more about what I told, like safety issue. I like just feeling safe. And the fact that I can go somewhere and feel safe and sleep, no offense, without your loud ass farts at night and your snorings and like all the things, I might actually sleep.
Oh, wow. Now you're blaming me for you not sleeping.
I didn't blame you.
Just did.
No, I said I'm excited I might sleep. What? I don't understand.
Yeah. Maybe that's what you need to do is run away from our relationship so you could get you back. Huh?
I love that this is all documented in one day. You can listen back.
This is good. All I hear is accountability. Hey. All I hear is me being me. Okay?
Do you have to turn that down? I cough loud.
No, I don't do that anymore. I don't edit out the loud noises or the pops. I just let it roll. I think it levels itself out.
I mean, even the big ones do that. I hate that. I listen to a podcast and they start whispering.
I've heard that we're too quiet, that I need to bring the volume up, actually.
Oh, well, let's do that then.
I thought I had been. There
Not
it is.
in our earphones, in the actual
Still stuffed
recording.
up, guys. That's my nose.
By the way, he talked about a nicotine patch. That's what he's doing now. He's trying to...
So we're not doctors, and this isn't medical advice, but we read somewhere in a Reddit or
No, I researched a
testimonials.
lot.
I have been too, where
And it wasn't Reddit.
we don't even know if if long COVID is a thing, but I haven't been able to really breathe or smell since I got the vid.
And I've
first time.
had brain fog since as well.
We didn't get it when it initially came here. God, we're just shifting now. We're switching here. But yeah, we didn't get the vid when it initially hit. I think I got it first from my job when we were all masked up. Like everybody was masked up and sanitizing everything. That's
6
when
feet away.
Yeah, that's when I first got it.
And then everyone still got it. Like all of that. It's such garbage.
But
I
ever
can't.
since then, I haven't been able to smell or really taste. I do every now and again. I can breathe out of my nose, and I can kind of taste. And there's times where my nasal passages open up. When I first got it, I remember we got Chinese food and we got some Kung Pao chicken. It tasted like rotting flesh.
Oh my God, it probably is. Don't make me go to my theory again about Chinese restaurants.
I mean, it was only that time though. Like, and then I read that was happening to people. Certain foods were tasting certain ways to people.
Maybe your taste buds were
What if
filming
that
out
was
of the
a
Matrix.
test?
Yes.
Well, not only that, but what if that was like I mean, maybe I was tasting what was really going on.
That's what I'm saying.
Or they were experimenting on the drug they're going to use so we don't eat meat anymore. So they make it taste like rotting carcass.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's
But
what it is.
aside from this, it's not really about COVID. What I'm reading about, like, who knows why we have what we have? Because there's so many poisons in the world, right? Like, it's poison in our water, poison in our food, poison in the air, poison in literally everything that should be clean and happy and wonderful and completely available to do that. And instead, they add these things. I really want you guys to hear that the powers that be, whoever they are making money off of us, add these things. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Well,
But
did we talk about the nicotine patch?
so the nicotine patch, aside, like, I wasn't looking up long COVID, but what I was looking up was to help him with his sinuses, and I think he's got polyps, or not polyps that can't go back down, because polyps are just inflammation. You know, he's inflamed.
Are they gonna have to cut the polyps out?
I mean, they might if they're at us to a certain extent, but I
I
also
think they
think
are,
that
because I'm just shut off.
I'm also very 100% about us healing ourselves. Our bodies are machines that listen to us, and you still are programmed in, it's going to be like this, and I'm going to need surgery.
I'm
So
not. I'm the one that opened our minds up to healing ourselves. You kidding? I brought God into this household, honey. How dare you?
What?
How dare you?
You are insane.
I brought Jesus into our home.
Yeshua.
Yeshua. So I'm wearing a nicotine patch, and I have been. We chopped it up because we were worried about getting nauseous, and I read about high blood pressure and tightness of chest. I shouldn't have listened to all that shit. I should have just went full throttle. So we were cutting it into quarters, and I did get some immediate relief after I put
that's
it
why
on.
I was excited.
And then
But we should have went up, but we were at Mom's house.
Yeah,
and we
so
didn't
then
have any more.
I read this other study. They have it in Switzerland or something like that, where you do start off like that with a little bit, but then you jump up to more.
I told you that when we were at Mom's, but we didn't have any
But
more.
I mean, essentially, that's what I did. I did the quarter, and then I
Mhm.
did the half, and now I'm doing the whole thing, which I'm going to do for a week. And then I'm going to go back down and wean off. 'Cause you have
Today
to
was
wean
your first
off.
day?
Today's day one of the full
Isn't that
patch.
interesting that you also go full blownsies on me, angry?
That's
so,
what I said. I literally said that before I pressed record. I said maybe it was the coffee and the nicotine patch for what set me off.
No, I think you set you off.
But
I
flew
think
off
that
the
it
handle.
helped.
I flew off the handle today, babe. And
I know I was there.
I feel a little hungover from it. I feel a little emotionally hungover at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you just had a good natural high. You got a good release. Not for me. I had to
Wasn't a
literally
good natural high.
I had to, what is it? No, Wonder Woman, that shit with bracelets. I had to keep deflecting all of your shit boxes. All you're just like a monkey trying to throw your dung at me.
Yeah.
And I had to keep on doing, what is this? What would you call this action so they know what I'm doing?
Punching away.
But punching up with my bracelets. You know how Wonder Woman does.
She was deflecting things.
Yeah. Pew, poo, poo, poo.
So once
Instead of pew, it's poo because you're throwing dung.
poo. So after I had my immature little blow up, me being
Just
me,
the latest one.
me being me, I apologized. I went over to hug her.
Let me tell you about his apologies.
And
He goes from 0 to 100,
yeah.
and then at some point, because all I do during it is I ask him to please stop yelling and take a breath. I want him to pause a little bit, but he will not pause. But, he tires out. He's like, he's not an Energizer bunny anymore.
There are times where I do pause, and unfortunately, sometimes the pause
it's an hour
comes
and 10 minutes later.
after the fact.
Yeah.
But the pause does happen.
After the fact, yes. And so he had a moment. He got tired. I saw your little eyes. You drank some more coffee. It didn't work.
Yeah.
And even now you're tired.
Oh,
Like
I just told you I feel
in a
hungover.
relaxed state because for an hour and 10
I
minutes
feel hungover.
he just
It's 5 minutes.
had it out. It was an hour and 10 minutes. And now you made me ruined my thought.
Talking about my apologies.
Oh, the way he apologized. So he does all that, and then all of a sudden, like it's invisible to me because it's happening between his little ears.
Yeah.
It just clicks for him where he's like, oh shit, yeah, I
Yeah.
can see now. Okay.
yeah.
And then like he's like
Here's the deal.
He's like a beautiful mind where all of these numbers
I'm
are
doing
floating
numbers.
invisibly.
Here's the deal, guys. I don't think so good. Okay, my thinker's not so
That's
good.
not true. Stop saying that.
No, I do. I think great.
Mm-hmm.
I have moments where I think crazily and I get a little insane.
You think with your ego, and you think
It's ego.
Yeah.
It's self. I'm trying to figure out how it's self-centered fear because I wasn't in fear of anything, but I'm gonna think about it more.
No, you were like FOMO. You're like fear of missing out.
It's fear of missing out.
Yes.
That's exactly what it was. So it was self-centered FOMO.
And then listen to that. Because you couldn't have it. You didn't
Wow.
want me to have it.
Yeah, I
Isn't
know.
And then the name things. you were
Selfish. I
saying-
said it was selfish.
Yeah,
I was just deflecting.
I know. You're projecting. It's called. Yeah.
I'm amazing. Do you hear how incredible I am and accountable I am?
I'm gonna go back to how you apologize.
Oh.
So all these things very quickly will happen in his mind, and then he'll take a breath and he'll go, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then he comes over to me and will attack his physical
No, let's be
body
real.
on me.
Let's be real. I said, I do so much for us. And then you said, I do too. And I go like, okay. In a really dickhead
No, you
way.
didn't.
As
No,
if
you
you don't
didn't.
do anything.
You said, no, you don't.
I didn't see, and
Oh,
that's
Sean
hold on.
Thomas.
That's the weird thing, and I think I said because I think I hit record on it. I said, okay, or sure, in a dickhead way, insinuating that you don't.
Mhm.
So I didn't say no, you don't. I said or something like that, insinuating it.
Okay.
So I didn't say
I
those
hope we have it
actual
on
words.
tape.
I know because I re-recorded it from the beginning.
To cover up.
So that happened, and
You're
then
like,
she was about to get
politics.
up and storm out of the room, and I went over there. I said, "Babe, I was dickhead move. I'm sorry,
don't
I'm
come
a
over.
dick."
You just spread your body on
Yeah.
top of mine as if I'm supposed to accept
That's
the
what I do.
second that you are ready to want me to accept.
I wasn't letting you leave this room, babe. We
No.
don't, we don't go to bed angry in this house.
We're not in bed. It's morning
You
time.
were in bed.
I am sitting on bed.
So then I laid down, and then finally she loosened up, and then she farted on
I
my
farted
dick.
on his dick because I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, because I kept saying, get off me, and he wouldn't. So I
Not in a serious, like, rapey way, but, like, in a way that she just...
no, and then I wrapped my legs around him, so he couldn't get away.
Yeah, so I tried to get out because she farted on my dick, and it
No, and then
vibrated
I
my
let her
dick head.
rip.
And she ripped, and then she wouldn't let me get up.
Yeah, because he needed to soak in the juice of the fort
Wow.
in my poofer.
Wow.
That's marriage in a nutshell.
That was just an hour of our lives there. Huh.
We're so cute.
I'm glad that we're able to communicate and work these
Well,
things out.
I mean,
Hey!
if this is what I keep telling Sean, he has no idea what it's like to be with a real woman.
Honey, I do. You're not the first person that I've been with. And like I said, prior to this, these types of fights would last for hours, sometimes days. It would just be...
Not with me.
No.
Impossible. I'm not going to live like that.
Right.
My parents did that.
That's how I was raised. That's how it was for me, too.
Yeah, I would never want that in my life. My life every day is amaze balls or I change what's going on.
Our life every day is amazing.
Correct. But what I'm saying is if you felt like holding on to something for
I never feel like
days-
holding on. I'm saying that's
No,
what
I
it used
know.
to be like. That was like 10 years ago, honey.
No, I remember my parents could have a fight for like a month, more than a month.
Right.
And it was just
Be
insane.
silent scorn, and then
Mhm.
there'd be attitude, and there'd be passive
a fork
aggressiveness.
thrown or a plate thrown or
Come to find out, passive aggressiveness is actually active aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Because you're actively being aggressive.
Mhm. Like you're choosing it.
Passively. I don't know. What is
Well, passive and aggressive is happening, meaning the aggression is inside, and so I could go
But you could tell. That's why you can always
That's
tell
why
when
it's
somebody's
active.
being passively aggressive.
right because you go, oh, everything's great.
Right. That's so actively
Yeah.
aggressive.
Correct.
But so why would that be considered passively aggressive?
Because you're smearing it with some sort, like
Instead of just saying how it is, like, this is fucking bullshit. No, this is great.
Yeah,
That's
like you're
passive?
holding it back. Like it
Okay.
could have been a bigger, "Oh, that's just great," kind of thing.
That
you
one
know?
was loud. Oh, yeah, look at that line.
I know you shook up, so maybe you should take that down a little bit.
Yeah, I might have to. Well, that was episode 69,
told you.
friends. Holy shit.
I mean, we kind of were in a 69 of conundrum fuckery.
Yeah. Thanks for working that out with us, guys.
Yeah, I hope that helps you guys too one day. Like maybe you'll be fighting with your
Communication.
partner.
Communication is key to any relationship.
Says you.
Yes, that's
I
me.
can't believe you're the one saying that.
I am the one saying it. That's the madness of it all, honey, is that I know it.
That's how much I teach you
What I've learned over the years. I
Mhm.
know all these things.
from me.
And it's just for me as and I can only speak for myself
Mm-hmm.
and you know,
Unless I'm going on a trip without you.
right.
Mm-hmm.
I just
He almost laughed, and then he can't laugh.
Yeah.
He can't.
Sometimes it's an internal battle inside.
Sometimes it's always an internal battle.
Like right. I know it's right, and then the wrong comes over, and and a lot of times the right does win. But when the wrong wins, man,
Man, you know how many episodes they've heard you snot and sniffle?
every single one.
hmm
I am stuffed up. I probably do have polyps.
I don't like that. You have to live like that, and you can't breathe.
That's probably another reason why I get so aggravated and irritated.
don't
and stuff. But
blame-
yes,
no.
it is, honey. You don't know what it's like not to breathe.
Mm-mm.
You don't know what it's like not to breathe.
Yeah, I do. You laid on me with your apology with all your weight,
Oh,
and then I have to try and push you off me because I can't breathe and I feel trapped.
ACON podcast. Review us. Share us with your friends. I feel so much better after this episode. How about
Yeah.
you, baby?
You're such
Yeah. You feel good? I
I
feel
feel
fucking
great.
like
Yeah.
I feel like I was stoned, like I took some drugs. I
You
guess
did.
I guess we'll know the nicotine is too.
Wow. You only are on that for 7 days.
Well, I have 2 patches on now.
What?
The other one's back here.
No.
No, it's
Okay.
imagine I'm just covered in nicotine patches tomorrow.
All right.
Tonight.
I just come in and I'm just like, pew, pew, like peeling them all off.
Shoot, 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 shoot.
You look like scales on a fish.
Ew.
Um.
Okay, well,
Stay nutty, everybody.
episode 2.
What?
Episode 69 in the tank.
Stay nutty, everybody.
Bye for now.
Kimpses.
Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.
and Sean.
We are a couple of nuts talking